I always cough. Why do I always cough? It's very dark. Defending Elvis Presley. Fans want the truth. It's pitch black. Let's see if anyone's going to join us. So we're just in southwest UK. The name's Louis. We're called Defending Elvis Presley. Sorry, I need to clear my throat. My throat's a bit clogged up. So I've had a great day today. We've done some good lives today. We did the Memphis Mafia Princess, Chapter 2, which I found extremely interesting. The thing I did figure out was that Shirley Diu is obviously friends with with Priscilla. So you do have to bear in mind when you're reading that book, you do have to just bear that, how can I say it? Read the book knowing that she's friends with Priscilla, because I think that does affect the whole book. Now we're only up to chapter 3. I found it quite interesting. You know, she gives some very good details of the 1970s, the behind the scenes footage. Hi Stacey. The behind the scenes footage at Elvis's concerts in Vegas, before and after. And she gives us a real good insight into the Memphis Mafia, into Joe Esposito. She talks about the Stanley brothers. Just generally, she talks quite a lot about Priscilla, always fondly about Priscilla. So I actually have found the book quite an interesting read. I know that you guys have strong views about Shirley Diu. So I'm going to carry on reading. Oh, we've got a bit of light, guys. I'm going to carry on reading the Memphis Mafia Princess. I think it's going to be quite an interesting read. That's my point. It's completely different than Anita Wood's book. Yeah, you do. We've been doing some good reading, Stacey. But what it is, it's like chalk and cheese. There's such a massive difference between Anita Wood's. Hi, Deborah. It's just a quick one before I'm going to go shopping, and then I'm hoping to do a live later. So I just thought I'd do a quick 15-minute live just on my dog walk before I go shopping. It's Saturday night, it's pizza night for the kids and for my wife. Oh, thanks, Stacey. I've really enjoyed it as well. But we also defend Elvis Presley, so we're going to do a bit of both. We're gonna do some reading, and then we're also going to do some defending as well. They are quite different things sometimes, unless I'm reading the book Elvis and Me with Priscilla, then that is defending and reading at the same time. So, like I said, it's chalk and cheese between the book Memphis Mafia Princess and the Anita Wood book, where she talks about her relationship with Elvis. Obviously, it's written from the eyes of her daughter, Anita Wood's daughter. So very different books, because the Anita Wood book, which I love, by the way, gives us an insight into the 1950s, the 1960s. Oh, thanks, Stacey. My arm's aching. Woo. Now, the Anita Wood book, I think you see a very different Elvis. You see an Elvis that is still very excited about his future. You see an Elvis that is completely surprised when he's drafted. The whole family in shock when he was drafted. Hi, Jane. It's all right, my arm's a bit achy. I don't have my phone holder. So one of the surprise things that was in the Anita Wood book is when she mentions this box of pills, this suitcase of pills that Elvis, let me just change arms a minute. I've got the dogs here with me, of course. Well, that's it. Try and get a bit less aching in my arm. My old age, guys, aching. So, Anita Wood mentions the box of pills that was in in a suitcase, I think, in the boot of Elvis's car, and this would have been the late 50s, early 60s. So it's quite worrying because it shows us that Elvis really did believe in prescribed medication. He really trusted these tablets. He was completely unaware of the side effects of these tablets. And because Elvis had some quite serious medical problems, even when he was young, because he had extreme insomnia, had different pains, he always had constipation problems. I think Elvis really felt he needed these pills to wake up, to go to sleep, to soothe his pain, to relax, to give him a boost of energy for his gigs, his concerts. So Elvis didn't really feel like he was doing any harm. We know about the book that he kept, that I think it's called PDF or something, that explained to him what each of these medications did. So Elvis, in his mind, felt that he was doing nothing wrong. He just felt that he was taking tablets to sort himself out, to fix him, to help him live, to help him get through each day, to help him sleep, to help him wake up. And I actually think Elvis was actually very innocent in his pill taking, his prescribed medication taking. I think he really trusted the doctors and eventually the nurses. And they talk about Elvis giving other people pills, you know, whether it be Priscilla or Linda or Anita. And I think it was very harmless. I don't think Elvis thought much of it. I think he just thought, oh, she needs to get to sleep. Oh, I'll give her one of my tablets to help her sleep. Oh, she's really tired and drowsy. I'll give her a tablet to help her wake up. It was very innocent, very innocent. There was no malice in Elvis offering someone a sleeping tablet. I really don't think so, even with the Memphis Mafia. Yeah, it's definitely dark, but it's not cold. It is not, it's not cold. So I actually think even when Elvis was giving pills to his buddies, the Memphis Mafia, to give them a bit of energy, because they were so tired, because they had very, very difficult work schedules. I just think that for the 1950s and 60s, it was pretty normal, and the 70s, I would say, that you took a pill to help you sleep or wake up or give you an energy boost or to soothe pain or you know, for many different reasons. There was many pills for many different reasons. I don't think Elvis ever did it with bad intention. I really believe that, guys. Hi, Cherie. But it was an eye-opener when I read that section. I think it was in chapter 5 of Anita Wood's book. Once Upon a Time, yeah, Elvis and Anita. I do think I was a bit surprised when even in the late 50s, early 60s, Elvis was relying so much on these prescribed medications. Elvis wanted to be an expert on what each pill did. It did surprise me, a bit of a shock. And then we'll get into the point in that book, chapter 5, we're on chapter 6, so I think we're about to read chapter 7 of Anita's book. Hi, Cherie. Let me change arms again. We'll get into a point in the book where we're starting to see that the relationship starts to break down. Elvis may be seeing other people. Anita is discovering that Elvis relies on these different medications, tablets, pills. Now we can see that they are in love. It's all right, you don't need to see me, guys. Just hear my voice. We can see that they're in love, yeah? It's pretty obvious, it's clear. And we know that Gladys and Vernon really love, let me just get past, that they really love Anita, even have plans. Anita has plans to call their first 2 children. The first one, if it's a girl, Lisa Marie. If it's a boy, Elvis Presley Jr. So they had planned to get married. Now we also see that she was very successful at Anita Wood. She'd been offered a movie contract. She had a massive amount of success, a very smart, beautiful woman that was going places, that was going to be a movie star, definitely, and had a beautiful singing voice. Now, as the relationship starts to evolve, obviously Elvis has a double life, which she's starting to understand this. Now, I think one of the last things she did, let me just get over it. Now, the part that I read, let me just change hands again. Right, let me just go over it. Right, sorry guys. The part that I was reading, she eventually just gets a very normal job. She tells the movie studios that she's not going to do the movies. Now, Elvis doesn't mind her doing a bit of modeling and, you know, like appearances, but Elvis does not really want her to become a movie star. Not because he's jealous of her, more that he thinks that the movie industry is a bad influence and could put her in awkward positions. And there was one where a man enters her hotel room and takes off all his clothes, and she very quickly shoos him off because she's very decent. Now, my point is this, guys. My point is this. Oh my God. Shit. So sorry, there's a car like really driving dangerously. Sorry, guys. Did you hear that? Did you hear that, guys? It's like really dangerous. But anyway, so I think there is a point where Anita Wood readies herself to get ready to show Elvis that she's ready for him, waiting for him. She's going to do what she needs to do to fit into the mold that Elvis preferred. So Elvis wanted a Southern girl at home that was going to look after the home, that he could marry and have children with, a decent girl that was honorable and trustworthy and loyal and innocent. So she even got a job, just a very simple job, and waited for Elvis. Now, the truth is, Elvis's career was still exploding. And then eventually we get the draft. Now, we all know about the draft, guys. That's where he meets Priscilla, but he has many other girlfriends as well. And Priscilla, I still say now, was not a girlfriend. She was someone that he met and got close to for at the longest 6 months. All right, just changing the arm again, guys. Now, my point is, hi, Vincenzo. Yeah, it's a bit dark, my friend. Now, I am coming back on later to do a live stream. I haven't decided on the topic yet, but I am coming back on in a few hours. Now, my point I'm trying to say about Anita is that I think she got herself to a point where she thought, if I do the right thing, live in the right way, that Elvis will probably ask me to marry him. Now, we know that he gave her a beautiful friendship ring that she wore till the day she died, that now belongs to her daughter. But it just wasn't meant to be. It just wasn't. Oh, Stacey, you're so kind. Thank you, Stacey. That's very kind. Stacey just bought me a coffee. Thank you for the thank you. Thank you for the super thank you, Stacey. It's very kind of you. But what I'm trying to say, guys, is this. Is that I think, unfortunately for poor Anita, who we adore, by the way, I think she's fantastic, yeah? I would be honoured to marry someone like Anita. She's just lovely, yeah? But my point is this. Elvis wasn't ready to settle. Elvis was not ready. Let me just change arms again. Elvis was not ready to settle with anyone. Even with Priscilla. He was not ready. Even years later when he met Linda, Elvis was not ready to settle. And then the other book we were reading is Linda's book. And it's very clear in that Linda, they have quite a lovely little romance at first. But then again, even Linda starts to find out about the pills, that something's not right. She also eventually, after about a year of them being together, most days, starts to see that Elvis just loses a bit of interest, has his eye on different girls. And even Linda knew things weren't right between her and Elvis eventually. Now, I know that also Linda had formed friendships with other men as well, so it wasn't straightforward. So do you know what? There is a general thing with all these books that I'm reading that Elvis just wasn't ready to settle. Even with the medications, it was completely normal to him to just take a tablet to fix anything. There was a tablet for anything, without any concern about the side effects, the long-term side effects of these tablets. And I think this is a bit of a pattern with all of Elvis's girlfriends, in all of the books that I'm reading, even Priscilla's, that there was this underlying problem where Elvis was not ready to settle, not ready to get married. He craved the attention of women, and it was never... He craved the attention of women, but it was never just about sex. He had this massive future ahead of him, especially when he came out of the army, and then again after the '68 comeback special, which leads to the Vegas comeback in '69. So I just think Elvis was too much of a bright star. Too much talent, too much beauty, too much energy, and just a massive life force that really couldn't be tied down by anyone. And if anyone had any chance of tying Elvis down, it would have been his very early years in the 50s. After that, no one had a chance. I really believe that. I really believe after that, no one had a chance of taming Elvis. Now, I fully believe that Elvis was a really kind, beautiful human being. I also completely understand that Elvis had some serious chronic health problems. So in some ways it was out of his control, because as his health deteriorated in the in the 70s, he was even more desperate and needed these pills even more. Even with the women, Elvis was always looking for love. It's pretty dark now, guys, isn't it? Do you want to see some Christmas decorations? Guys, I'm going to show you some Christmas decorations. Is that okay? So I just think a lot of what we read in all these books, it's a bit of a similar pattern. Right, guys, do you want to see some Christmas decorations? Are you ready? Let's have a look. Right, I'm just going to show you some. This is by my house. So anyway, guys, I will be coming back hopefully around 8 p.m. UK time to do a proper live. What do you reckon, guys? Can you see the Christmas decorations? Let's walk right up to it. Ooh, yes. Look at that. UK Christmas decorations. I'm going to get a bit nearer for you guys. Come on, let's go right up close. When it snows and the old man is snoring. Should we start singing Christmas carols? Walking in a winter wonderland. Well, that's typical. There's a van pulled up directly outside. Look at that, guys. Whoa, look at that. So this, guys, this is like 1 minute from my house. You like that? One night, what we'll do, we'll have a Christmas walk, and I'll walk around my whole area and we'll look at all the Christmas decorations. That sound like a plan? Elizabeth, it looks great, doesn't it? Look at that, looks great. Whoa, look at that. I could stand here all day. I could stand here all day. That is so beautiful. And Merry Christmas, guys. Look, yeah, we're definitely going to do a Christmas night walk. Love it. Absolutely love it. So I am loving reading these books, but I also don't want to move too far away from defending Elvis. So someone did message me today. I'm trying to think who it was. And they said to me, look, I've read all these books. Can you do some defending as well? So I do intend to carry on defending. I want to bring up Lisa Marie and carry on defending Lisa Marie because we want justice for Lisa Marie. So I do want to read another chapter of From Here to the Great Unknown, and then we'll do some more defending, guys. So message received loud and clear. I don't want to just read books. We're not just a book club. So we will also be defending. And I still need to read another chapter of the book Elvis and Me, which you guys know. You guys know that the book Elvis and Me, to me, is one of the best books I read for defending Elvis, because there's so many lies that can be brought up and exposed that were written, in my opinion, for entertainment purposes by Priscilla. So we're definitely going to read another chapter of Elvis and Me. I think we're on chapter 23. We're on chapter 23. Vincenzo, no. Did you say, did I vote on BBC for my favourite Elvis song? No, but at the moment, my favourite Elvis song is definitely I Just Can't Help Believing. Should we sing it? I just can't help believing. That's all you get from me, guys. Hi, Chicky Blue. So just so you know, guys, I've had a brilliant day today. I've been out with the kids for ages, and the weather has gone much milder. I'm in real good spirit today, feeling really positive about life, really optimistic about everything. And I'm just in a really happy place today. So I want you guys to know that. And so I'm nearly home. I'm going to quickly zoom home, grab the car, go to Morrison's. Do you have a Morrison's where you live, guys? I know you're all around the world. Many of you in America and England, Australia. Do you have a Morrison's where you are? So I'm going to go there, get some pizzas for the family and some Coke and... Oh, it's dark again. Oh my God, the vampires are coming. The werewolves are coming. Better start running. Oh my God, they're going to get me. Quick. Not really. Let's some more decorations. It's looking good. Brilliant. Really good.
Oh yeah, all right.
Ah, love it, love it.
Thank you.
Ah, we've got to have it for the kids, innit?
Yeah, they love it.
Of course. So that's the neighbours there, putting up the decorations. Just, it's all right, I'm still alive. There's no vampires, no werewolves. At least I don't think so. People used to call me a werewolf, but I'm all right now. So we could have bats around, couldn't we? Vampire bats. It is so dark. Wish me luck, guys. Wish me luck. Will I make it home? I've got about 60 seconds before I get swooped on by a... What do you reckon, guys? It's pretty spooky. Do you remember those scary movies in the 60s and 70s? The werewolf ones, you know, with the...